Pleasant day to everyone. This is Dr. Michael Joseph Dino, the Director for Research Development and Innovation Center for Lady Fatima University, and I'm pleased to share in this session entitled Creating and Managing Your Online Research Profile, Technologies, Trends, and Trajectories. In the next few minutes, we will be showcasing selected online web applications intended for creating and managing research profile, some trends and techniques, as well as the best and future plans in utilizing these virtual platforms during the Q&A or at the Q&A box after my 15-minute talk. So let me start by sharing to you some life realities. The computer in the internet age dramatically transforms the way we perform the research process. There are useful technological tools out there for collaborating and brainstorming research ideas. Data gathering is also possible through online. We collaborate, file remotely, we share ideas in the cyber world, we manage big data using a variety of software tools, secure grants, and even publish our work on online journals. In these challenging times of the pandemic, these tools are being maximized as the safest but efficient ways to produce research outputs. One outstanding feature of the computer in the internet technology is the ability to connect and to collaborate with our peers. Initially, we utilize these sites in connecting and communicating with friends and foster social connections. Most of us maintain LinkedIn for professional and work network, Twitter for sharing quick ideas, and Instagram in sharing pictures and experiences. Almost all of us maintain his or her own Facebook account. Unfortunately, I do not use Tinder, kidding aside. Previously, communicating with email is the most acceptable and professional way to connect to scientists. Social networks are considered as entertainment channels, and however, there's a paradigm shift in recent years due to the preponderance of what they call the academic social networks from the pages of the literature. And two of the most common are ResearchGate and Google Scholar, in addition to academia.edu. These are increasingly recognized as social networks for science. Literatures also offer a lot of new understanding on the dynamics of this so-called the social network for science. There are opposers, but most are acknowledging the benefits of using these sites. Scientists and academicians have different models in adopting these networks, but a vast majority are agreeing that ResearchGate and Google Scholar are channels for increasing the visibility of our research work. One of the earliest SNS, or the social networking website, for academic and scholars is the ResearchGate, which was founded for more than 10 years ago by Horst Fickenshire and his medical colleagues. ResearchGate maintained almost 20 million members from various countries across several continents. Its features include the initial promise of connecting researchers, providing statistics that can serve as measure for research presence, platform to share current and completed projects. And for me, what I love about this site is the idea of answering and responding to inquiries from researchers within and outside my field across all levels of research competence. Let me walk you through the process of registering to ResearchGate. The website is located at researchgate.net and it's totally free. If you are concerned about your data privacy, you can check their data privacy notice. Similar to other social networking sites, you need a working email address to sign up. However, if you have existing social network working like Facebook and LinkedIn, you can sign up using these sites. Use your email address as well. You need to select your account category and input details related to your current affiliation. And because these are necessary to link your account to your mother institution, and you need to agree to the terms before you can proceed with the actual, of course, sign up. So you need to input there your name, your last name, your institutional email, the one with the extension, for example, in our university at fatima.edu.ph. Then after that, you need to input your password. Okay, so you make your password very much secure because data privacy is now, of course, very much important. So once you click on continue, you will be receiving an email to activate your account, and this is used to verify if that is a working email and to prevent, of course, the occurrence of what we call robots or automators online. So after you signed up, you need to confirm from your email address to activate your account. So after that, you can explore ResearchGate already. So the ResearchGate dashboard looks like this one. So there are, of course, messages, notifications, and settings. This can be manipulated at the upper right. Questions that will, of course, serve as discussion boards are on the left upper side. So these are some of the salient features of ResearchGate, and this is quite similar to current social networking sites, like of that, of course, of Facebook. So checking your profile will also give you information about your research activities. So articles published in index journals need to be confirmed before it can be added to your ResearchGate account. But you can also manually input your research outputs and of course those that are found online. So you need to confirm at the notification section if you are really the author of that particular research. But this will not restrict you to input other publications that are not detected by ResearchGate. So as you can see, you have here a tab for your research output, your experience on what you're currently doing. There are also stats and scores in terms of your research visibility, wherein you can improve that in the days, weeks, or months to come. And also, you have an information about your affiliation. So, ResearchGate is also useful for academic institutions. So, in my case as a director, I recommend our university communities to sign up to ResearchGate and also monitor the productivity of my researchers by checking the institutional details in addition to Scopus website. This is also useful in producing reports and basis for comparison with other academic networking sites. So ResearchGate is considered as the most user-friendly science network due to its relatable interface. And these are some of the activities that you might explore during your independent self-driven workshops. And I challenge you to try these activities and you will realize that reaching out to masters and experts in your fields is actually easier than expected. So follow your idols in research, and it's also exciting to be followed by your research idols as well. So you can complete your profile, you can add the new research, your project, or the laboratory that are available in your institution, your link to other social networking sites, and of course, you can ask my favorite, of course, feature. You can ask a question and also answer a question for those that are novice researchers. For institutions under the G Suite network like our university, Google Scholar is the easiest go-to application to track and monitor your progress as a researcher. So just like its initial predecessor, the Google Scholar also provides a clean interface for searching scholarly articles in the field. What I love most about the G Scholar is its ability to detect your published articles and to give you citation notifications. Google Scholar can be accessed easily if you have a Gmail account or what you call the Google Mail. So just visit, of course, the scholar.google.com and sign in with your account to customize your Google Scholar profile. So in your institutions, you can also put that at your waffle menu or the waffle button. And searching articles is a breeze by keying in keywords related to your subject of choice at the Google Scholar search bar. So this is used not only to search for articles, but of course to monitor your progress as a researcher. So you can see your research profile by clicking the triple bar, which is located at the leftmost upper portion of the interface. Here you can rank your publications list by year or number of citations and your citation indexes such as the H index and the item index shown in the left side of the graph. So you can see there how you are improving as a researcher, and some of these screenshots might be required to some of your professional organizations, just like of course your NRCP. You can also rank it based your publications based on the citations and the year that of course you published them. For novice researchers, using Google Scholar for literature reviews is also the most recommended. So for a starting researcher. So this is just similar to the usual Google search, but it's more refined and more intended for researchers and scholars. And of course, it has added features. So my most favorite feature is the citation functions. If you saw a research of interest, clicking the citation icon, okay, so you can click the citation icon below the article, just like what you are seeing on this particular slide. So it will open a window containing different ways to cite an article in various formats. And my best practice is downloading these inputs to EndNote or RefWorks and open these files to this computer-based application for better literature management. So as you can see here, okay, so the abstracts are actually visible. You can have, of course, a copy of the file that's available open source online, but you can see, of course, the abstracts with the links to the different citation formats and different citation applications or software. But my personal favorite are EndNotes, and of course, we have RefWorks. So like ResearchGate, Google Scholar is worth your time exploring. For your self-driven workshops, I encourage you to practice the following. So search articles, monitor your progress, and of course, you can also realize that while you are searching these articles online, there are some articles that are considered still scholarly and scientific that are available for free, or what you call the open source. So you can manually add your articles at your profile section. You can add articles, and Google will give you a list of possible titles that might be related to you. So based from your Google profile. And you can export citations to bibliographic databases, just like what I'm doing, and of course, what I'm teaching to my students. So for research institutions, I encourage you to explore the indexing policy so that your online journals will also be visible in this particular platform. Time is limited, but I encourage everyone to explore the aforementioned platforms, ResearchGate and Google Scholar. From a personal point of view, these technologies are just tools to collaborate and maintain your visibility online. So on our own research productivity is a personal activity. So let us remember that. So let us also consider that technology is nothing. What is important is that you have faith in people that they're basically good and smart, and if you give them tools, they'll do wonderful things with them. Thank you very much for your attention. Please type in your questions at the Q&A box, and I'm very much willing to answer your queries.